Hello and welcome my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear second standard little champs after a few days of vacation once again in grammar lecture. My dear little champs, I hope that you have taken rest, you have taken the halt, the pause, whatever you say for 2 to 3 days, and that for those students who had the incomplete work, they have completed their work in this time span of holidays. So, once again I have brought one interesting grammar lecture for you, and I hope that you all are going to enjoy that. At the same time, I also hope that you are following all the lectures regularly, you have completed the work given before this lecture, and you are completing each and every work from your TV screen or mobile screens. And few students have even sent me the feedback that sir, we really enjoy writing from the screen, it feels that we are sitting in the classroom. So I really appreciate those students who are very interested in completing their work from the TV screens or from the mobile screens from the lectures. So before starting anything, I hope that you are ready, sitting with your rough notebooks, your pencils, and you are even free to eat and study in this lecture. You know that even if I will stop, you are going to do what you like. But first thing, make sure that you have to be very much attentive in the lectures as you are sitting in the classroom, so that you will be able to grasp the content, the topic whichever I am explaining you. So, what are we going to do today? Learn and understand the forms of verbs. These forms of verbs is very much important for the students in English language. Thus, this will enhance speaking and reading skills of the students. So, basically this lecture is very much important if you want to enhance your writing as well as speaking skills. Not merely, but yes, partly it is very much useful because different forms of verbs I will explain it to you, which will be helpful in the sentence structure, sentence framing, sentence formation, so that while you speak the English, your sentence will be error free. So let's get started with today's lecture. So first of all, I know that many of you might have forgotten what is verb. Yes, I have made 3 lectures, I remember, for this topic, what is verb, and even we have solved different exercise of this topic, verbs. So I hope that many students remember what is verb, but still for the revision sake, I have brought one slide for you so that you can recollect whatever you have understood for the topic of verb. So, verb is an action word. What is a verb? Verb is an action word. Please repeat after me, students. What is verb? Verb is an action word. Also, now you have your rough books, please write down this point. Verb is an action word. You can just put the heading verbs in your rough notebook. Please put the heading verbs in your rough notebook. And then you even have to write today's date. Don't forget to give today's date. So, when you have given the heading, then you can write down verb is an action word. I hope students you have started writing. Till then I will read the example. Example: Rohan plays football. Example 2: Rohan sleeps on the sofa. So it is not like that Rohan can only play football or sleep on the sofa. This is just my name I have taken to just give you the example of the verb. Now here plays and sleeps are the verbs, as these words shows action. Yes, the word plays and the word sleeps obviously shows you certain action. Though sleep means you have to do nothing, but action just doesn't refers to the physical action. So that is why even sitting and sleeping is a kind of verb. That is also a kind of process or action or activity you are doing. So it is also considered to be as a verb. Okay, by now I hope you have written the definition. Verb is an action word. This is called a brief explanation. So I hope now you have recollected what is verb. Any action, it might be eating, dancing, playing, running. These all actions, there are countless actions, correct? You cannot count the actions, can you? No, you cannot. So all the action words are considered to be as a verb. Now I hope that by this you have recollected the topic, the explanation of what is verb. Moving on to how many forms of verbs are there. Now as you have understood what is verb, how many forms of verbs are there? There are 3 forms. Base, this is the first form, this is the simple form. Second form is past. Second form is past. And the third form is past participle. The third form is past participle. So students, there are 3 forms of verbs. Please write it down in your books. Please write it down in your books. There are 3 forms of verbs: base, past, past participle. Okay, please repeat after me. 2 times we will repeat and then I will explain you with the examples. So I hope you are ready to repeat after me. Base, past, past participle. One more time, let us repeat: base, past, past participle. So how many? 3 forms of verbs are there. Okay, so now this will be very much useful to you. So where are these forms useful? Okay sir, we understood the meaning of verb, we understood that there are 3 forms of verbs, but where are these forms useful? This is what you will ask, obviously. So these forms are useful in tenses. Yes, tenses. I hope that you have heard this, because even in the 10th standard, 12th standard, or in entire life, tenses are very much useful if you want to speak error-free English. Moreover, this will be even useful in, like I said, speaking and writing skills. So not only in the tenses but in speaking and writing, which is indirectly associated with the tenses. So these forms, if you try to understand and learn it by now, you will be able to get the mastery till the 10th standard. And not only in the 10th standard, as much as you will practice, you will be able to get the good grip on this topic. So you need to get associated with this topic. So let's get started. Let's repeat the 3 forms. Now you know, if you want to go into the depth of the topic, you must first learn the forms. Again, I would like to ask you to repeat after me, because these are the new, fresh words for you. Some of you might be able to learn it with once, some of you need the revision 10 times and 20 times. So that is why, please repeat this after me. We will repeat this 3 times. Base, I hope you are repeating. Past, past participle. Please repeat this one more time. Base, past, past participle. And one last time, please repeat after me, like I said 3 times. Base, past and past participle. I hope students you were repeating after me. Okay. Now let us learn and write few examples which will be useful in the language skills development. Now the writing work is going to begin. So you have to just give the heading base, then keep some space, then past, again keep some space, and then write past participle. Yes, these three are the heading of the column. That means you don't have to draw the lines. Yes, I am drawing the lines here just for you to understand it properly. So this distance you have to keep. Students, make sure you don't draw the lines. That will take much of your time. You just have to write these headings properly by keeping proper distance, but make sure you do it quickly. Base, past and past participle. This you know that these three are the forms of the verbs. Now we are going to write the examples. There are uncountable verbs. We cannot count the actions, but I have brought few for you that how the base word changes to past and past changes into past participles. So please write it down quickly. Okay, I'll try to read all these two times and you try to write it down all one time in your book. So the first one is call. It changes to called and it remains called. Again, call, called, called. I hope students you are writing it properly in your books. Call, called, called. Please write it down properly like I have written. So call becomes called in the past form and in the past participle form it remains the same. Okay. Second one is color, which becomes colored and it remains colored. So color, colored and colored. Now students, the spelling of the color originally in the English is COLOUR, whereas the computer accepts the spelling COLOR. So you can write either of them. Just necessary thing is to add ED, which makes it past and past participle respectively. Okay, I hope you are writing it down. Color, colored, colored. The third one is bring, which becomes brought, brought in the past and past participle form respectively. Okay, I will repeat it one more time. Bring, brought, brought. Okay, the next one is build, built, built. So here a minor change is there. Instead of D, T is there. So T replaces D and it becomes past and past participle. Isn't it easy? Yes, it is very easy. Please write it down. Build becomes built and built for past and past participle respectively. Moving on to the last one, that is fifth one for this table, then I will display another table for you. So the next one is catch, caught, caught. Please write it down precisely with a good handwriting. Catch, caught, caught. Okay. Now those who have written, and I hope 90% of the students might have already written this properly, please try to repeat these words. So you will be familiar with pronunciation and you will be able to practice this. Only one time we will repeat this. Call, called, called. Next is color, colored, colored. Next is bring, brought, brought. I hope students you are repeating after me. Build, built, built. And catch, caught, caught. Now moving on to the second table, students, this table is also very important, because in this table, see, you have to write on the same page. You have to write on the same page, as you have already done the partition. Yes? So you don't change the page. I have changed because in this table merely all the word changes in all the three forms. Yes, all the word changes, all the verbs changes in the word in all the three forms. This is for you to understand. I have changed the table, but if you have the space on the same page, you please write it on the same page. Now I will dictate for you 2 times and you have to write it down 1 time, and then we will repeat and practice speaking. Okay, please start writing as quickly as possible for you. If you are not able to complete, you can watch the lecture second time from the YouTube and then you can complete. But try to complete it now, because when you sit in the class, you complete your work and then you go out. Okay. First one here is be, was or were, been. I will repeat it. Be, was or were, been. Okay, the next word is become, became, become. So here the base and the past participle are the same, only the past form changes. So become, became, become. Only the change of A and O, if you notice it carefully. Become, became, become. COME is come and CAME is came. Okay, the next word is bite, bit, beaten. I will repeat it. Bite, bit, beaten. So can you observe all the 3 words are different in all the 3 forms? Okay. Next is break, broke, broken. Please try to write it properly. While I am repeating it, try to finish it off. Break, broke, broken. Again, can you see all the 3 words are different in all the 3 forms? Okay, the next is fall, fell, fallen. Again, I will repeat it. Fall, fell, fallen. Okay, the next is eat, ate, eaten. I would like to repeat it one more time. Eat, ate, eaten. Okay, now students, as you can see, the last 2 words in the table, I have roughly highlighted it for you to understand it. These 2 have no past participle form. Yes, they only have base form and the past form. So the words are is becomes was and are becomes were. Please write it down. Is, was, are, were. Yes, WERE is not were, it is pronounced as were. Okay, now students, if you have finished this, please try to repeat these all the words one time after me. Be, was, were, been, become, became, become, bite, bit, bitten, break, broke, broken, fall, fell, fallen, eat, ate, eaten, is, was, are, were. Okay, now the last words, please write it on the same page because you have already given the partition by writing these headings in the proper distance. So, please write it on the same page, but make sure what you write should be clear and properly seen. So, when you send the photos of your pages to the teachers, few students send it in the very bad way. That means their handwriting are not at all readable. So, forget about the good handwriting, but at least the handwriting should be readable, legible. Okay, please write it down. Cut, cut, cut. That means these are the few words which remains same in all the three forms. Cut, cut, cut. I hope you can listen to my voice clearly and you are writing it down. Second will be put, 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 put. That means in all the three forms, base, past and past participle, the word does not changes. Put, put, put. Next word is bet, bat, bat, bat. I hope students you are writing it down. Now try to repeat after me. Cut, 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 cut. Next one put, put, put. Next is bet. See, it is not bat, it is bet. Bat, bat, bat. Okay, now keep your pencils down. We will just see few examples taking the verb in all the three forms in the sentences. Now, first example is of be becomes was, were, and it becomes been. So, my mother is a teacher. So, here is used, my mother is a teacher. So, it is a base form. Then if we say Rakesh was a teacher, so here is becomes was. Now, if I say I have been working as a teacher, so been is used, so is becomes was and it becomes been. So, these are the example of be, was, were and been. The next is cut, cut and cut. So, if you say we use the knife to cut the fruits and vegetables, here cut is used. Now, in the past form it is used that I cut my fingers while chopping the onions. Here I cut my fingers while chopping the onions means when I was chopping the onions at that time this happened. So, it is the line, it is the sentence about the past form. Though it is a past form, it remains, the word remains same. So, cut remains cut, whereas in the past participle form also the sentence is I have cut my hands several times. So, before this day I have cut my hands several times. So, this is used as a past participle. Still the cut remains cut in all the three forms. And the last one is catch, caught, caught. So, the sentence is like catch the ball carefully. The policeman caught the thief red-handed. We had caught him earlier too. So this is also used in the way base, past and past participle respectively. So thanks for watching the lecture. I hope that you are repeating and writing whenever you are instructed to do so, and I hope that you have written it very carefully from the screen from the video lecture. Also, please make sure you send your work to the follow-up teachers regularly. You don't miss out any lectures. If you are not able to complete your work in the particular time from the lectures, you can watch the video lectures again and again, which will be very much helpful to you. Even if you miss out some topic, if you are not able to understand it, you can watch it again and again, or even you can call me whenever you feel it's difficulty, or whenever you feel the query is there. You can call me up between 5 to 6. Now, I hope that you are going to send your work regularly so that we can just present your name during the time when we present the name of the regular students. Even you can send me the beautiful thoughts. If your work is good in the presentation, we will surely appreciate you. It's just that you have to be regular in the classes. So today what have we done? We understood what is verb, the three forms which were base, past and past participle. I showed you few examples which I hope at the same time you have written it down, and we also saw the sentences, we also read the sentences of the same. So I hope all these work you have done it, and I hope that you have understood this topic very well. At the end, I hope that now you are going to send your work to the teachers. Take care. Goodbye.